lecture Learn Python in English. It's a very easy written tutorial, w3school.com. We are following it. This is our seventh lectures, live video lectures. If you are new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe to it and press bell icon so that you may get notifications whenever we go live or upload any informative video. You get early. So we were discussing about string methods in the last lecture, and we are going to continue from where we did leave. Okay, string method. Here it is. We can see. You can see that uh, capitalized case for center count, encode, and ends with. We have already learned about these uh, methods, and we are now moving towards expand tabs. Set the tab size of the string. If you want to, a tab is two space equal to two spaces. But if you want to set the size of a tab, you can do it. And how is it possible? Let's learn it. Here it is. Python string expand tab method. Set the tab size to two white spaces. Here it is. Txt is equal to h forward slash te, and then this text is expand tab by 2, because if we put 3 it will give size to tab whenever. If we, in computer, tab is an important key in Microsoft Word or somewhere else. We are giving expand tabs of 2. It will be of size of 2 equal to 2 white spaces. Let's run it and see what will happen. Here it is, text dot expand tabs of 2 hello, because h after e, it is creating two spaces, not and similarly it's going on. You can see in the console in black window its output. I hope you got it. And definition of usage, the expand tab method sets the tab size to expected number of white spaces. Yes, white spaces, are spaces and backspace and so on. Strings dot expand tab size and parameter values. Parameter here, tab size optional. It's an optional, parameter. A number specifies the table size. Default table size tab size is 8. Now, uh, generally, here in this case, in Python, if we don't, give any size to tab, its default value is considered as is equal to 8 tab sizes. More examples. Set the result using different tab sizes. Here we can see that txt is equal to we are printing hello world, but giving after h forward slash backslash t is a tab. It's a method of inserting tab e before e, then before t, and before l, sorry, and two tabs l is here because we are printing l over there, and then for backslash o. So if we print txt and then expand tabs and see, we will see that by default it will give 8 spaces, then 2, and then 4, and then 10. And what will happen? We are going to see here in by running it. Look at that. It's scattered. There is scattered. First, because by default we are printing it is giving 8 spaces. Then you can see 2 spaces are there, and uh, here it is. This is the first program. A text, and text is giving, when we print it, because we have already given tabs in the text, variable hello. So it's equal to 8 here. First line is hello, 8 spaces. Then expand tab is also giving same number of, because we are giving no parameter into it, and it is also of size 8 by default. But next we are giving some spaces, size of spaces of parameter 2, and then 4 and 10. And what will happen? We are going to see here in by running it. Look at that. It's scattered. There is scattered. First, in first, because by default we are printing it is giving 8 spaces. Then and it is giving spaces accordingly in hello after H. You can see that. I hope you got you got it. String methods. So we have seen about how to give size through expand tab. This is a very important method, and I hope you have understood it. Now we move forward and let's see next method, which is find method. So find method searches the string for a specified value and returns the position of where it was find. Okay. Whenever we're going to search in the string, a specific value of finding like an Microsoft Word, we type it and we search it the specific value, and so it only gives whenever it finds it, it gives the value. It may be in the form of index as well, because indexing starts from left side towards the right in multiple values, like in lists, and we will see that in arrays you can call it. So we see find function in details here. Distributed learner is a very easy tutorial, and it's giving us a detailed, basic knowledge about Python, and we see here in functions, it is in very easy way we are grasping our concepts, and I hope you will be understanding the core concepts, and it will be very helpful for you for your future and to become a very good programmer. And in this tutorial, we are covering all the basics, and this is what we are trying to do in a very easy way. Where example here it is, where in the text is the word welcome. If we want to find a word welcome, here hello, welcome to my world. Text is here. Is a variable. Txt has been assigned. Hello, welcome to my world is a string, and then we want to find it. Word welcome. X is equal to txt dot find of welcome. We are putting welcome as a parameter, and where it is, you can see that. And what will it return? Let's see. We are going to try it. Here it is. It is at seventh position. How dear learners and students, because from starting from we are going through complete string here. Hello, it is starting at zero index position, because by default in Python and many other different languages, indexing starts from zero. H is at zero position, E is at one, then LL as at two and three position respectively, and O is at fourth position, comma is at fifth position, and then sixth position is space. You can see here a little space after comma. The cursor is blinking over there, and at comma, and then starting from seven. That's why it is returning the index value where the word welcome is starting. I hope you got my point. And this is a function of find. How to find it? We are giving complete, a word if it matches. Now, if it doesn't match it, it will not find anything, and it will return nothing. Okay, and in this way we find any value through find function. So definition, using the find method finds the first occurrence of the specified value. The find method value is not found. Here it is. If we are searching and moving from text till the end of the string and we don't find any value, if any value, the value we are giving into parameter in the find is not matching in the strings, then it will return -1, and it will automatically consider as there is no value matching to it. The find method is almost the same as the index method. The only difference is that index method raises an exception if the value is not found. Okay. Now in index, we have learned. We will learn about it. We have because in the index indexing index method it throws an error because it doesn't run, but it runs in find method. Whenever we compile it, it will run it, and but will throw -1 if there's no match in it. But in index, it will throw an exception or error. Call it error. Syntax is a string that find value start and okay. Here are three parameters. One is value, then start and end. Dear students and learners, value is the uh, is that which we want to find, but starting and end uh, is the point where we want to start our searching from index. We will give value. For example, if string of is of 16 length, if we want to start from fifth position to ninth position, we will give starting as 5 and end as seventh, because we call it a slice as well. We are going to see sub part of any string here. So parameter value requires the values to search for. Start optional way to start the search. Default is zero, because default is zero is a starting character from start. End is optional where to find the search. Default is to the end of the string. Okay, default. If we don't give start and next only give value, it will start from zero till at the end. Will move at the end. More example, where in the text is the first extra the letter E. Okay. Here you can see that H is at zero position, E is at first position as index wise, and then we move forward and welcome. There is also E, and then two at second position. But look at that. What will be the output? It will write only one. Remember that from moving towards from left to right, it will give the position of that E which it outcuts at first occurrence. Okay, it will ignore further and will throw, will raise, the position. Here it is at index 1, H is at index 0, and E is at index 1. So that's why 1 is the position we are getting here as output, and it is ignoring further any E here, WE. Welcome. It ignored it. Okay, where in the text is the first occurrence of the letter A when you only search between position 5 and 10? Okay. Now, here it is. We are giving starting point as at 5, which is, after is a comma, and end point is 10. And now it will be at W is at, 7th position, and it will consider only E because it is starting from 5 to 10 in the range. Let's try it out. Here it is. It's at 8th position because starting from H to world. But now first access will be from after W, not H, because H is excluded because its range is from 5th after starting from comma. Comma is the 5th position, and it will search in onward to at the end of the 10th index value. What will it be at? It will be ending at LC. Is not found the find method determined by the index method where there is an error. Okay, let's try it out. What will happen? You can see here, because we are using both the function. First function here it is output is -1, because Q is not in this list of hello, welcome to my world. It is throwing -1 find function, but below error is of print text dot index error is because it raises, exceptions, it raises exceptions, and substring not found. Okay, we are searching for it, seeing about this Python string find function, and we have learned about it, and now we go back and see further. Okay, then here comes the format map. Format specify value, in a string. Let's see how it works. Format map. That's right. Its example is not given, and that's why we move forward to our index. So it's similar to, a find function. Now we are going in Python string index method, where in the text is the word welcome. Here, As I have already explained to you that index and find are both similar, but if a matching is not there in any string, index will throw an error, but find will give -1. So here it is. Welcome is working similar to find if it matches substring in main string. Here it is. Welcome is at seventh position. It's similar to find. Then definition index for and start option where to start the search default is 0 and option where to find the search default is 0. What is the text in the first address of each? Same here as we tried early and find. I hope there is no need for further explanation. E will be at one index because index and find are same, only it throws error, but find gives -1. Where in the text is the first occurrence of the letter E? Now we are starting from 5 to 10 like we saw in previous, find function here. It is at 8th position. I hope you got the concept. Now, similarly, it will throw, uh, error. Here it is. -1 is for find function, and then rest is like in Q, index will throw an error message. We can say that valued substring not found. It's a value error. It's called exception. So we have seen Python string index method. What is the next method? Is al okay returns true if all characteristics are alphanumeric. So combination of alphabets are numeric. Okay, uh, it will check this function will check in the string that if all the characters are alphabets are numeric, then it will throw true as a boolean value. But if it doesn't match, then it will and give false. So let's try it out. Is that here it is. Example, we look into example. Check if the all alphanumeric company because their alphabets are numeric. One two is also numeric, so it will give print of x text dot is will give output as a true. Let's try it in IDE of w3c.com. Here it is true because there is no character other than alpha and numeric. Now, if we want to change something in it, if we write some other characters like we are going to give, uh, is a question how it will respond. True, but no, we want that something question. No, we want to run it. What will happen? Because there are alphabets and then 12 is numeric, but here is another special character is a question mark, which is not in alphanumeric. That's why it will throw false. I hope you got my point. Okay, dear students and learners, so we move forward. Definition and uses. The LM is LNAM method returns true if all the characters are alphanumeric, meaning alphabet letter A to Z and numerics 0 to 9. Example of characters that are not alphanumeric space, exclamation mark, hash, percentage, and ampersand, and question mark, etc. String dot is LM, and there is no need of any parameter. It will only will look into a string and will throw. Check if all current strings are alphanumeric. Complete space 12 because space whether it is considered as alphanumeric. No, space is not in alphabets or in numeric. That's why it's considered as special character, and it will throw false. That's good. I hope you got my point, and you have here it is. Python string is alnum method. This is it. Now is alpha. Another method is alpha. Returns true if all characters strings are in alphabets. Now here it is. If we want to find that all the characters in that string are alphabets, then is alpha is the better choice. You can see it. Here it is. Text is equal to company X. Text is equal to is alpha. Print X true because uh, all the letters are alphabets, whether in small or in capital letters, but all alphabets. That's why it's uh, giving us as a true. If we write some numeric here, 2, 3, or some special character, it will throw false. Now, definition user is alpha method return true if all the character alphabets letters the example of character that are not alphabets space. You can see that or exclamation mark have no parameter required. Now check if all the character in the string in the text alphanumeric because 10 has been included. It was true in case of is alphanum, but here it is false because numeric are there, then it will automatically throw will give a condition as a false, not as a true. So we have seen is alpha. Now what next? Similarly, is ASCII. ASCII, is a coding technique. Is an old coding, encoding technique which is called American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Returns true if all characters in the strings are ASCII characters. It is 7-bit, around about 128 characters. There's a value. Now look at if all the characters are in the ASCII table, according to ASCII table, company 123. Of course, it will give us as a true because all the alphabets and numerics are there in 128 characters for ASCII table. In ASCII table, you can see and look into it at Google and somewhere that we will see that there is a value for C, capital and small c, and similarly all the letters and numerics. So text is ASCII will give us true value because all these characters and alpha sorry numerics are have a value in ASCII, so it's true. That's great. I hope you got it. Similarly, nowadays there's a Unicode formatting UTF-8 and so on, but we are now here thinking about ASCII. Definition usage: the ASCII method returns true if all the characters ASCII character A to Z check for ASCII reference. Our now we can also see something about ASCII if you want to look into it. This is, I think, beauty of this tutorial because if we want to enhance our knowledge, ITML ASCII reference is also there. ASCII was the first data set encoding standard used between computer and the internet. Both ISU, Internet Standard Organization 8080 default in HTML 4.0 and UTF default in HTML 5 are built on ASCII. Here it is. The further, the ASCII character sets stand for American Standard for Information Change. We have already told you. Here it is. List here is character number are 0 to 30 control characters here, and 32 is for space. And control characters are different characters, and here numbering also done. Exclamation mark is at 30 position, 33, 34, 36, and you can see the all this is a table we will is mentioned and how many characters are there and its value has been given like alphabets. You can try it out here, J, T, and lowercase, and all the way to 126. Starting from 0. So if we try for tilde, let's see. You can see in detail. Okay, here it is. It's written in HTML because it's not in our concern to see a hypertext a markup language HTML. If you want to go further, In the ASCII, you can see it because this is ASCII character table. Now we come back. So string that is ASCII is the syntax. There is no need for parameter. That's it for is ASCII. Now is decimal. Return true if all characters in the strings are decimal. Now decimal number, are numbers, whole numbers. Here it is. Is see example 0 to 9. Decimal mean numbers in the range of 0 to 9. If there are all the number in the range 0 to 9, it will give a true. Let's see. And here it is. You got it. Now definition usage is decimal method return true if all the character decimal 0 to 9. The method can be used on a Unicode objects. Now it is used characters. ASCII was a old one. Now Unicode objects. Syntax string there. No parameter. More example. Check if all the characters in Unicode are decimals. Okay. Starting from backslash u, it's uh, let's see what happens. Here it is. Is decimal Unicode for 0 is 30? Is it true? Unicode for G, it's not as in decimal because it will be different, at 0047 value is different than, decimal. It will be different character. That's why it's throwing false. Okay. And this is the way you can C into it because U stand for backslash U stands for unicoding, which is a set of characters starting covering all the ASCII characters and many more, covering many languages. It's a you know updated form of coding. You can see further details in Google or YouTube as well to enhance your knowledge in coding techniques. So here it is. We have reached at the end of this, and we have seen about is decimal. Now, similarly, is digit is another return true if all digits. Okay, so digits similarly. Check if all the characters in the digits, it will throw. Throw similar. Here it is digit true. And definition and usage, the is method return true if all the character digits, otherwise false. Exponents like power of 2 are also considered to be digit. Okay. Now, if there is exponent is there like power of 2, it is also considered as a digit. Strings are a digit syntax. No more example. Check if all kind of strings are digits. Now, similarly, we see in Unicode format, the three Unicode for 0 is 30, and for power of 2 is both are true because first is covering is a Unicode for 0 digit, and then power of 2 for power of 2 format for unicoding is 00b2, and it will give as also true. We can see that parent is digit. We are looking whether it is a digit format, and it will give true. And second true, parent also will give true because power of 2 we have already uh, seen that power of 2 something exponent 2 is also considered as a digit. So here it is. We concluded it. Now we see another is digit, and now is identifier. Turn to if the string is an identifier. Okay, what does it mean? Identifier is something very we are giving variable names. Okay, it becomes identifiers. Okay, we will have to give a name of a variable proper way. If we give some improper name to the variable, it will not become an identifier. It will throw an error. Here it is. So we will look into it. Check if the string is in the variable identifier text demo. Okay, txt is equal is identifier. It's okay because txt dot is identifier. Yes, txt is the identifier because it is following all the rules of giving the name, because this is and txt, there is no issue for a variable name. That's why it is okay. It will give you true value. Then we see definition uses the else identifier method returns true if the string is valid identifier, otherwise false. A string is considered a valid identifier if it only alphanumerical letters. No, A to Z and 0 to 9 are underscore. A valid identifier cannot start with a number or content and spaces. We have seen in the variable names, we know we can give names to it, and it is considered as an identifier if it contains alphanumerical letters or underscore. But uh, to become an identifier, variable name must not start with and it will not accept it from any digit, or there must be no space between any two words or characters. String that is identifier syntax, no parameter required. Check if the more example are valid identifier. Let's see it. Here it is. You will see here A is equal to my folder. It's okay. There's no issue because this is a correct format. Then demo 002. Is also correct because there's no digit start at the end, but two bring okay. If we see is equal to bring, we see whether it is as a identifier and giving name to the variable is a no, because it's starting from 2 and the name must not start at 2. And then my demo is this it contains space, it is also false. I hope you got my point. And this is a function of is identifier, which is seeing the names which is valid for the variables, and it can become as identifier. Here it is. We have understood about it. Now we move forward, and is lower. Return true if all the characteristics are lower character. Lower character, lower case means all the small letters are there, not the capital. Check if all the characters text are small. Hello world. You can see that there's no capital letter in it, and all the characters are in small letters. Now it will throw true, and is lower, and it will give us true boolean value, boolean data type. Definition is the is lower method returns true if all the characters are in lowercase, otherwise false. Numbers, symbols, and spaces are not checked. Only alphabets characters. Okay, it doesn't check numbers, symbol, and spaces. It ignores it, but only checks alphabets characters. And then see if all of them are in lowercase, it will give us true. If there is only there's any capital letter, then it will give false. And well, ignore all the spaces, symbols. More check if all the characters in the text are in lowercase. Let's see. Here it is. First of all, hello world is lower. No, H is a capital. That's why it is. Uh, Result is false at first. Then HL 1 2 3 is true because it is ignoring other numbers or spaces, but all the letters are in small letter are the small letter. That's why it is true. A dot is lower, and then C dot is lower. Is my name is Peter is false because in Peter P is capital. That's why it's giving us false result at the end. Three results are there of print function. So we have got it, understood it, and now is numeric is another you know method. If all the characteristics are numeric, you know here it is. Numeric value are here. Take if all the numeric 5 6 5 5 4 3 is numeric function. We see it. Here it is text, and it will give us true value. Similarly, we are going to see further about it. Definition uses The numeric method returns true if all the characters are numeric, 0 to 9, otherwise false. Experiments like 2 and 3 will also considered to be numeric. Minus 1 and 1.5, okay, are not considered numeric values because all the characters in the string must be numeric and the minus 1 and the dot are not, okay. So, what does it mean for being numeric? 0 to 9 values all, but an exponent 2, 3 by 4, but if it is minus 1 or in points 1.5, it is not a numeric value. String that is numeric, no parameter required, and let's try it this. Take all the characters are numeric. Okay, first in Unicode for 0 is numeric, it's going to give true. Second B0 B2 Unicode for exponent of 2. Here 2 is the exponent, so it will give us true, and then 10 came 2, it will give us false, okay, because it's not a numeric, km is not a numeric, and then minus 1 is also not a numeric, it's will throw a false. 1.5 dot decimal point is not a numeric, even though 1 and 5 are numeric, and that point is not, that's why completely it will give us it will throw false, give us a false boolean type. Okay, so another method is printable. Returns true if all the characters in the strings are printable. Okay, here it is. Hello, are you? Number one, text is printable. Check if all the characters and text are printable. Okay. Can we print all the characters? Yes, true, because we can print all the characters in this text is printable. That will give us true boolean type as a result. Now, definition uses the is printable method returns true if all the characters are printable, otherwise false. Example of non-printable character can be carry return and line feed. Okay, backslash r or line feed uh, will be these are the characters which we cannot print. Okay, there is no need of parameter here. We can see that if we are giving backslash n, it will give false because it will only take you to the new line. uh, just like backslash forward slash backslash n is included hello and then backslash n. That's why it's giving false, and it is throwing an error. So we have seen another method, and now we look into it. Is space returns true if all the containers in the strings are white spaces. Okay, it looks for white space. Here it uh, is space. Except all the characters are white space. Text is a white space. Okay, only strings is a blank and it contains only spaces. That's why it will return as true value because there are spaces between two quotes. Definition usage the S space method returns true if all the character strings are white space, otherwise false. String that is space parameter, no parameter required. Check if all the characters in the text are S is there, it will throw it will give false value and boolean false will be our result. Here it is, we can see that another method we have seen, and now we are going further is title returns true if the string follows the rules of title. Each in title uh, each word must have first character as uppercase and then all the other lowercase, and similarly uh, we can see here. Let's try it. Or here Python is title checking title. Check if each word start with an uppercase. Here it is. Hello and welcome to my world. And it will give us true value. Here it is true. Because all the word must have as starting character as capital. This is a standard way of writing a title. Definition usage. A statement method returns true if all the words in text start with uppercase and the rest are lowercase letter, otherwise false. Symbols and numbers are ignored. Okay. If we encoded some symbols or it is ignored, only it looks into, uh, the title format. Okay, no parameter. More check if all the each word start with uppercase letter. Here it is. Here it is. We can see that first a dot is title. It's okay. True. Oh, it is sorry. It's false. Why false? Because all are capital. Now B is true because there's only one. There's only one. Word, and it is following the rule of title, which is capital H is here, and then 22 names for 22 because it ignores, all the spaces or numbers, but it see only word here in names. N is the capital, that's why it's true, and this is and percentage symbol are ignored, and here it is also true because this for this T is capital and for is capital. Uh, um, it, uh, that's what matters for is title function method. So we have completed it, and now we are looking into it as upper. And true if all the characteristics are uppercase, just like we have seen in is lower. So first one check if all the letter here it is. This is now, and it will return a boolean true value because all the letters are, this is now, and it will ignore all symbol is exclamation mark or only will see the letters, and if they are all letters in that strings other than digits or some other symbols values or spaces or in capital, then it will throw give us a true value. So definition uses the is upper method returns true if are in uppercase, otherwise false. Numbers, symbols, and spaces are not checked. Only alphabet characters, strings are upper is the sentence. No parameter required. More example, check if all the character text are in uppercase. We can see here. First of all, in hello world, it's small, letter, so it's a false. Then hello, there's small one, two, three, as it's false. My name is Peter. All the letters are in capital, so it will give as a true as a third, print. See that is upper. So we have seen another method, and here we are concluding our today lecture, and we will continue from join and then move forward. Hopefully, we will complete it in the next lecture. So, if you want to contact us, uh, you may WhatsApp at 0320 0320 if you are in Pakistan. If you are outside of Pakistan, you may contact me uh, through by dialing +92 code 0092 is Pakistani code, then writing my number 32059143. And then if you want to email me, email us. You can email us at Bukhari Bits BUKHARE BUKHARE Bits BITS at gmail.com. And I hope these lectures are very helpful for you. So that's it for today. We'll be back for next lecture, and we will continue. We are leaving today from methods. Bye.